it's imperative. It is imperative that you remain positive. Welcome to the channel. This week, I'm mainly focused on encouragement. So, over the last few weeks, I've been experiencing quite a few different things in the middle of my current situation, trying to find employment outside of the state I'm currently in. And I was really receiving just a lot of no's, honestly. I was getting a lot of responses, well, you'd have to interview like we only do in-person interviews, even though it's literally COVID and everyone's doing Zoom interviews now. But apparently they're no longer interested. I don't know, whatever. Pretty much, yeah, no. Not only getting those kind of no's, but the generic ones where it's like, we decided to go with other people. So, I'm not only dealing with little things like that, but it's the amount of time it takes to revise a resume and then do that for however many jobs that you have, or make several different resumes for whatever jobs that you're trying to apply for, and then make little tweaks and altercations to those is very time consuming. Outside of applying for a job, just regular life stuff, maintaining your health, exercising, eating, making sure, you're just not overexerting yourself into only one particular aspect of your life. It's very hard to just continuously take rejection day in and day out, and it gets daunting. It gets tiresome. It becomes such a heavy burden to bear to an extent. It gets to a point where you really begin to ask yourself, is it worth it? The answer will always be yes, because obviously you have to take care of yourself, unless you're in a situation where you don't need to financially provide for yourself. Even outside of finances, right? You would need something that would help you through this time, essentially ease the burden. For me, through the time of job hunting, I realized like I just spent a lot of time creating. Through creating, it gives me a lot of relief. Not only is relief from what it is that I'm experiencing within my current job process, it allows me to take time away from the employment process and focus more on what it is that I'm trying to accomplish for myself. And that's what gives me a lot of energy personally. Outside of the rewarding factors of me doing my own creative work, I still see that discouragement takes on many forms. And sometimes it's really about being able to reel yourself back in at time. Sitting down and spending the time getting certifications and looking at different routes of how to achieve my professional endeavors, I realized that the only way to find encouragement and to maintain encouragement is to look inside of self. To a degree, that sounds like when I'm drained or when I'm tired or when I'm angry, what do I do then? Paying attention to what it is that I'm grateful for, what it is that I'm truly happy for, what it is that I've been blessed to have. And through this time, for me, I've gotten to live life a bit more comfortably in a way that's unique for my situation. It's given me some perspective on not only where I am within my process, but just within this entire situation of my life. Walking away from a job is hard to do, and there's a lot of drawbacks that can come out of something like that, from the mental aspect of what's next to how am I going to take care of myself, right? I'm just going to focus on creating and just enjoying my time. you know Enjoy the time with the job process, enjoy the time with like the most difficult parts of this shit, really. you know and I realize like the discouragement is also a part of it. Like, through the discouragement, you must be encouraged that you are awake to even experience such a feeling, because it means if I can get the chance to wake up and do it again tomorrow, I can give myself an entirely different experience, a brand new experience. Even though it's not drastic change from yesterday, who knows if tomorrow changes everything. And even if tomorrow doesn't change everything, at some point things will change. Being encouraged and being able to encourage yourself is a great mindset and skill to have to get yourself through such trying time. Outside of having a support system and other individuals you would be able to speak with for clarity. Through these last couple weeks, being positive, it's been relatively easy, but at the same time, it's challenging here and there. It's not only about being positive, but when you have to remain positive, you have to constantly block out the negative thoughts, block out the things that will distract your mind from the goal. And in this situation, the goal is to remain positive, enjoy the experience, and not be deterred by being discouraged. So warding off discouragement by being able to shield our mind and protect our thoughts from all of the negative thoughts that try to penetrate. And sometimes you just have moments of weakness. Looking back these last couple weeks, I didn't really feel I had a moment of weakness, but maybe I did. And I wanted to share what I got out of this moment of being discouraged and what my experience was like. And more than anything, I truly experienced that just being grateful for where you are right now is the best thing that I was able to do. And it's most likely the best thing that all of us could do. Because just to be alive is one thing we should really be grateful for in the first place. Even to be able to experience negativity and sometimes in its rawest forms is good because we're able to experience some of these things and move forward. More than anything, I hope you guys took something beautiful away from this. If you're going through something right now, I want you to remain encouraged. I want you to think of the positives, look at whatever it is that makes you happy or makes you smile or makes you say, this is something I want to do, or do something you love. More than anything, remain encouraged, stay positive. But thank you for tuning in to Damaged. I am your host, Lamar Lamb. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and you stay safe. Adios.